Well, my friends, welcome. This is the 5th time I've done this, and this is going to be the last. I haven't thought it through, which is the problem. I do not suggest you ever do this, but I don't have a plan. Therefore, I'm just going to start talking. Today is going to be a little different. And I think I say that every single time I make a YouTube video, that today is going to be a little different. But today is going to be a little different. If you want to hear where the YouTube channel, what we're going to be doing coming up, stay till the end. I'll put it at the end because a lot of people just don't care. But you may care, and if you care, wait till the end. I got this Marco Polo. If you don't know what Marco Polo is, it's just like video texting your friends. And I got this Marco Polo from my friend Sarah. When I hear this stuff, I think about you guys, and I think of those of you who don't have other women who are deeply studying the Bible to be able to speak truth to you. Many of you do, some of you don't. And for those of you who don't, this becomes a way for me to introduce my friends to you so that you're hearing from other women who love God and love the Bible as well. Because if you aren't able to be near to those who love God, in God's kindness, He has given us this screen that is between you and I, but yet there's a closeness. There's an ability to influence one another both directions. And I find it fascinating. So because of all that, I want to introduce you to my friend, Sarah. Now, a couple things that I want you to know about her before you just jump into this Marco Polo that she's sending directly to me. So it's not to you, it's to me, but I want to share it with you. Sarah was diagnosed with cancer 4 years ago. She's one of my closest friends. And it's leiomyosarcoma. And if you know anything about sarcoma, it's rare. It's, I believe, the rarest of cancers. And it's just a nasty cancer. It tends to be aggressive. It tends to pop back up. She is now on her 3rd time of it popping back up. So as you hear her talk about God, I want you to know that she speaks as one who has experienced life. That you don't just view her as a Pollyanna, as somebody where it's like, yeah, but you don't know where I'm sitting. I think that matters. I think context to our stories and what we have experienced matters as we talk about God. And when we have suffered and when God has allowed that to happen, there becomes this privilege because weight then comes with our words. Because of our story, because of what we've experienced, no longer are we talking about God sitting on a comfortable, cushy couch. We're talking about God, much like Job did, sitting on an ash heap. And when we're sitting on an ash heap, those who are listening tend to have more of an ear to listen. And I think that's powerful. So this is my friend Sarah, and this is her message to me because I'm going through a particularly hard time, and this was her encouragement. And so I hope it encourages you like it did me.
In my truth group, we were doing loving others. We were on that week of the Romans thing. And the thing that I got out the most of my study didn't even have to do with the topic. It was a verse that I stumbled on. I think it was John 5. It was where Jesus he had just healed someone on the Sabbath, and the Pharisees were upset at him because he was working on the Sabbath. And basically he was sort of leading them through the idea that he was God by saying, my Father never stops working, and neither do I. And that just gives me cold chills. And I actually love that Leland song. I was telling this to my group, Waymaker. The thing I like about it is the refrain that says, like, even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. And I always, when I listen to that song, I always feel the truth in that, but I never knew the scripture that it was from. And I read it in a couple of different translations, and the one I like the best said something to the effect of, my Father never stops working, and neither do I. And I just love it because it's such a reminder to me that, no matter what I see, He's always doing something. He's always up to something. What He's up to during this pandemic, because it's hard to see and feel Him sometimes. And I love remembering that no matter what we see, He's always at work, always at work. And then that makes me grateful for a God that never slumbers or sleeps or rests. The love of someone who never stops working, and it's on our behalf. And then it makes me think about the scripture that says that he works all things out for our good. Like, he's busy all the time working things out in our favor in the end. And that makes me feel better, because there will never be a day, no matter what place we get to medically, where I can say, I'm safe. It's going to be fine. Just because that's not the nature of it. And we've said this a million times, but like, the comfort can't come from that. The comfort has to come from him alone. And my hope is in the God that never stops working. It's incredible. So anyway, all that to say, as sure as I am that he never stops working for me, I know he's never stopped working for you.
So my friends, I hope that was helpful. God is working. He does not sleep. He does not slumber. He's working. He's working before I was born. He'll be working after I'm gone. He's working, and he's working it for my good and for your good. I hope that truth means something to you and did something in you. So going forward in December, we've got our Bible habits that will be happening. And the more I've thought about that, the more I think it's not going to be a limited series. I think it's going to be an ongoing series. There is so much to cover. So those will be coming out sporadically. And then I'm going to, as soon as I can get it edited, sharing with you guys just a little bit of behind the scenes of what it looks like to create content or create a teach. I don't think teach is the correct word, but something that Andy and I are doing and creating together. It's on faith, and to show you the behind the scenes a little bit. I thought that might be interesting. I asked you guys on Instagram if you'd be interested in that, and I don't know, 89% of you guys said yes, you would be interested in watching something like that. So we'll be doing that as well. I'm trying to be as consistent as I can be with uploading, which evidently is not very consistent at all. I'm really looking forward to 2021 and how it relates to this channel, how it relates to you, really focusing my energy into this. And so I'm excited about that. I've got some personal stuff happening. I really hope, and I think I will be sharing with you guys. I just not quite yet. So that may take some of our 2021 as I share that journey with you guys and what that looks like and feels like. Anyway, until next time, friends. Bye.